Hello, listeners. You're just in time. Ryan and I are about to start a number adventure.
Yeah, today is not a normal episode. No. Today, we're training your brain to become a number superhero.
Exactly. Capes are optional, but definitely recommended.
Trust us. After this, you won't fear numbers in English ever again.
Imagine this, you and us. We're inside a giant library. To escape, we need to say numbers correctly in English.
And every door only opens if you say the correct number.
Door number 1 requires numbers 1 to 10.
Let's warm up. Repeat after us. Quickly. Fun tone. Fast rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dot and door opens. Good job, hero.
I guess you've already discovered this. But to be clear and precise, in today's episode we will talk about numbers. And by the end, you'll be clear on how to say numbers for your daily life. Let's go.
Learn, Speak, English, the podcast.
Thomas, how many biscuits did you eat today? 10? 20? 50?
Hey, I do not eat 5 biscuits. Or 7, maybe.
Great pronunciation, though. Repeat after us, slowly.
1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5.
6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10.
Let's fix 2 common pronunciation problems. 3. Remember the th sound. 8. The EI sound is long, like I. Repeat after me. 3, 8. Well done.
Great. Let's continue.
Repeat after us. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15.
16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20.
From 13 to 19, the pattern is number with teen. And remember, teen numbers end with a strong teen sound.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now you try it.
From 13 to 19, the pattern is number with teen. And remember, teen numbers end with a strong teen sound.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now you try it.
How is it going for you? Remember, for better practice, you should repeat the numbers with us. If you need a break, pause the recording and take your time to say them.
There are still many numbers left. So let's continue. Keep repeating with us. You're doing great. Here we go. Repeat after us. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90.
Beautiful. Remember, 40 is spelled 40 without the U. And don't forget, 30 equals 30i, not tirti.
Want to say 21, 22, 23? Easy. Just say tens with number. 21, 21, 34, 34, 58, 58, 67, 67. Logical, right? Let's build numbers like Lego bricks.
Perfect. Next door opened.
Welcome to Level Big Numbers. Repeat. 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000. And here's the fun part. All big numbers are combinations.
Try these. 1,200, 2,500, 15,300, 100,400.
Thomas, how much was your new jacket? 200?
Oh, only 200 pounds.
200? Wow. Mine was $9 million.
No, it wasn't. That's impossible.
You're right. It was $9.50.
Let's repeat the numbers again from 1 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now from 30 to 100 with rhythm. 1 to 10. Say it again. 11 to 20 easy. Plenty. 30, 40. Feeling sporty. 50, 60. Numbers with me. 70, 80. You sound great. Why? 90, 100. Woo. You done it.
Wow, good rhyme, Thomas. We have practiced a lot of numbers. How was it? I hope it was not too boring. Now, let's do a question and answer exercise to keep practicing the numbers without getting bored. First, we will say the question and give you a few seconds to answer with number. Remember, you can pause the recording if you need more time.
Let's go with the first question. How many fingers do we have? Repeat the answer after me. We have 5 fingers on each hand. Repeat. We have 10 fingers on our hands. Repeat. How many toes do we have? Repeat the answer after me. We have 5 toes on each foot. We have 10 toes on our feet. Next question, are you ready? How many eyes do we have? Repeat the answer after me. We have 2 eyes. How many ears do we have? Repeat. We have 2 ears. How many legs does a person have? Repeat the answer after me. Person has 2 legs. How many days are in a week? Repeat. There are 7 days in a week.
Let's continue. How many months are in a year? There are 12 months in a year. Repeat. How many wheels does a car have? A car has 4 wheels. Repeat. How many hours are in a day? There are 24 hours in a day. Repeat. How many fingers do we have in total? We have 10 fingers on our hands and 10 toes on our feet. Repeat. We have 20 digits in total. Repeat. Great. Well done.
Okay, let's take a short break and talk about the difference between British English and American English when we say numbers. We'll give you some examples so you can hear the difference.
Yes, there are a few small differences, but they're easy to hear. Don't worry, this is good for beginners.
Exactly. Let's start with a simple one, the number 100. In British English, we say 100 with a small pause, and we always say and. So it sounds like this, 101.
Right. In American English, we say 101. We don't say and, so it's a bit quicker, 101.
That's right. It's a small difference, but it makes the numbers sound a little different, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's try the number 1,000. In both British and American English, we say 1,000. But here's something interesting. In the U.S., we sometimes say it a little faster. Listen carefully, 1,000.
We say it the same way in Britain, but we might say it a little slower and more clearly, 1,000. But the meaning is the same.
Exactly. Now, when we talk about numbers like 10,000 or 100,000, British and American English are very similar. We both say 10,000 or 100,000.
But there's a small difference with the and. In Britain, we say 110,000 with the and. In the US, we don't say and, so we say 110,000.
Yeah, we keep it quick. Now, let's talk about 1 million. In both British and American English, we say 1 million.
Exactly. It's the same. But if you listen closely, British English sometimes sounds a little more formal because of those ands.
Yep, but remember, both ways are correct. It just depends on where you're from or what you prefer.
Exactly. So here's the important thing. When you say numbers like 100, 1,000, or 1 million, the big difference is the and how fast you say the numbers.
Right. And don't worry about it. Both British and American English are fine. Just have fun and keep practicing.
So, to recap, in British English we use and with numbers like 100 or 1,000, and in American English we usually don't use and. And remember, practice is the key. Now it's time for more practical English. We'll see how to use numbers in real life. Listen carefully and try to repeat with us. These examples will help you understand numbers when you hear them in real situations.
Yes, we'll talk about things you hear every day, like prices, years, and big numbers. All right, let's start with something we all see every day, prices. When we talk about money, we use big numbers a lot. For example, $1,200 in English, we say $1,200. And for euros, if you see 15,000 euros, you would say 15,000 euros. Pretty simple, right? But remember, just like we explained, we always separate the hundreds and the thousands with, and in British English, like $1,200. In American English, we just leave out then $1,200.
Now let's talk about years. This is a bit interesting because both British and American English use numbers in the same way for years like 2010. We both say 2010. But when it comes to older years like 1998, there's a little difference in the way we say them. In British English, we usually say 1998. And in American English, it's pretty much the same 1998, but sometimes, especially in casual conversations, Americans might say 1998 a bit faster or with less emphasis.
Next up, let's talk about populations and distances. When you're talking about a city or a country population, you're often using huge numbers. So, if I say Chicago has 3 million people, that's how we'd say it in both British and American English, 3 million people. Simple, but notice how we use million after number, which is pretty standard for both accents.
Exactly. And when it comes to distances, like saying it's 50 kilometers to the next town, both British and American English say it the same way. The only difference is sometimes in the way we say the numbers. For example, in the UK, we might say 50 kilometers with a slightly different pronunciation of kilometers, but in the US, they say 50 kilometers with a softer I sound.
Now, let's think about how we talk about really large quantities, like hundreds of thousands or millions. For example, if you want to say there are hundreds of thousands of people in the city, this is used the same way in both British and American English, but you might hear a little difference in the way the words are stressed. In the UK, we might say it a bit more clearly, with emphasis on hundreds and thousands, while Americans might say it faster, blending the words together more.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ryan. You'll hear the difference more when you're talking about something like millions of dollars or billions of people. It's not so much about the numbers, but how we say them. So, in British English, we tend to give each word more space, millions of dollars. In American English, it might sound more like millions of dollars, all one smooth sentence.
Another good example is how we say phone numbers. In the U.S., when we give a phone number, we usually say it in chunks like 555-123-4567. But in the UK, we sometimes say it a bit differently, breaking it down a little less, like 0161-234-5678. You might notice we speak faster in the U.S. and chunk it into smaller bits.
That's right. And if you hear someone saying their phone number in the UK, they might also say 22 or 333 when talking about repeated numbers. So instead of saying 222, you'd hear 222.
Let's also touch on decimals and fractions. When talking about money or measurements, we use decimals a lot. For example, in the U.S., if we say $3.5, we'll usually say it quickly, like 3.5 without pausing much. But in the UK, people might say 3.5 more clearly, with a little pause after point out.
Good one, Ryan. And for fractions, in the UK, we often say a quarter for 1/4 and a third for 1/3. In American English, we do the same, but it might sound a bit faster. So in the US, a quarter might sound more like quarter.
Right. So the key takeaway is this. In both British and American English, we say big numbers very similarly, but there are some small differences in how we pronounce them, like and, point, and million. It's all about practice, so don't worry if it feels a bit tricky at first.
Exactly. Whether you're in the UK or the US, you'll get the hang of it. Keep practicing these numbers, and soon it will all sound natural. And that brings us to the end of our extra long numbers episode. Today you learn numbers from 1 to 20, tens, hundreds, thousands, and even millions.
We also talk about numbers in everyday life and the differences between the use of numbers in British and American English. Remember, English numbers follow clear patterns. Practice a little every day.
If you want more fun episodes like this, let us know. We love making English fun and entertaining.
Thanks for listening to the Learn Speak English podcast. If you like this long episode, let us know, and we'll make more like this.
Thank you for joining us on this crazy number adventure. We'll see you next time. Bye.